Tajah on what makes a real man. So, Tajah, what do you think makes a real man?
I think it's just taking care of a woman more so. Like, I'm into that traditional, like a man should take care of a woman should be at home doing the housework and stuff.
Okay, so when you say taking care of, do you mean buying her loads of expensive things, or just like what sense do you mean by that?
I mean, like providing, like able to like give her the things that she needs, like not expensive stuff, but if I need something, then I should be able to go to my husband or my boyfriend and be like, yeah, I need this, and he should be able to provide it.
Okay, so if he wasn't able to, but he wanted to, and he was trying to,
Yeah.
would you still classify him as a real man?
Yeah, I would, because the trying counts as well as doing it as well.
Okay, that's interesting. Why do you think that?
I'm just really traditional. Like, my mum's traditional. She stayed at home when she got married, and I'm just into that tradition. Like, when I get married, I want to stay at home. I don't want to work. I want to take care of the children and everything.
Okay, so you've been greatly influenced by your family, so your elders.
Yeah.
So, in going off that, you don't agree with the stereotypical man of being, for example, strong, brave, having to be strong, having to be brave, having to be, really muscly, having to be really successful.
I wouldn't mind it, but I don't agree with it. I'm not really into all of that muscly hench things. Like, no, I like boys. I just like men that look like men.
Okay, so what do you mean by look like men? Like facial hair, or is it just a natural physique, a well looked after physique, or a healthy physique?
Like rugged. Like, I don't like muscly boys at all. I don't like them. I hate them.
Okay, that's fair enough. Touching on media, do you agree with the way media portray men? Obviously, there's two sides to this question. First side is movies, music videos, and things like that. How to portray men. For example, if you think of movies such as Terminator, Transporter, the sort of man that is reliable, always there, and for example, if he got kidnapped, he would he would come to save you and not really rely on, for example, the police.
No, I don't agree with that. And I think that people, like women especially, like try and make men to live up to these fictitious roles that don't exist. And if they don't live up to it, then their relationship fails. But in reality, no man is actually like that. In none of them. Like, in the music videos, they don't like have their girls all around them shaking their bottoms, and not all men are strong and are gonna save you when you get kidnapped.
Okay. The second part is how they portray men negatively. For example, do you agree that all men are only interested in sex, or all men are only interested in money? All men are, are stupid? And because a lot of television shows now I've started portraying men as these buffoons that can't live without women. Do you agree with that?
No, but I do believe that everybody has an ulterior motive. If you're in a relationship, if it's not sex, then it's money. If it's not the emotional side, then it's the physical side. Like, there's no ulterior motive with everything that you do.
Okay, that's very interesting. Touching on psychology, do you think a man is raised or a man is born? Expanding on that question, obviously saying, do you think a real man becomes a real man by the experiences in his life, or do you think he is born with the traits and chooses to either accept them or change them?
It's both, really, because my family, I'm going to put it on my family, my little brother's really he's grew up with all women around him, and he's got not really that much men influences around him, but he's still a real man, like he's a boy, he's a strong boy, you know what I mean? So it's both like the experience that you have and genetics. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. So obviously I've asked questions to other people, and the things that seem to pop up a lot is that men need something to protect. So for example, a man cannot be a real man without, for example, a family or some sort of meaningfulness to his life, something to get up in the morning, something to fight for. Do you agree with that?
Partially, because I believe that every woman wants a family, and I do believe that every man would like to start a family. Nobody really wants to be alone, and because men are natural born protectors, then they have to, like, they get up in the morning thinking, oh damn it, like I want a girlfriend, like, you know what I mean? Like, some people just get up like that, like if that makes sense.
That does make sense. But then that's touching on a lot of, obviously, biology and things like that, and hormones, but we'll leave that out. Another question that I asked other people was that occupation is a thing that is often compared to being a real man. For example, a real man is not a cleaner. A real man has a lot of pride. He won't take low-end jobs. He will only aim for the top. Do you agree with that sort of mentality, that a man should always aim for the top, or he should settle for what he needs to, for example, provide for his family or provide for himself?
No, I think that everybody should aim higher anyway, but I don't believe that, like, being a cleaner and you're a man doesn't mean that you're a man. Like, it means that you just sticking to your potential, innit?
Okay, so yeah, that's, as I said, is do you agree, like, for example, if a man did not have the capacity or the potential to reach a higher end job, but still did the low end job for a reason, for example, his family or whatnot, does that make him a real man?
Yes, it does, because my mum's husband had 4 jobs, and she had 1 job, and like she went to university, he didn't, but he had 4 jobs, and he was providing, taxi driver, those airplane things, and you just got to be able to provide and make the most of what you can do, like.
So obviously it's a bit what you're saying there, what I'm understanding you're saying there is not how he is doing it, it's that he's doing it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's how I'm saying.
Okay. Okay, that's great then. This was Tajah being interviewed on what makes a real man. Thank you.